Abu Trica might spend 20 years in US prison if he is proven guilty. So if things go the way the FBI people are planning or the way the investigations are going, Abu Trica go sleep inside 20 years at least, or at most 20 years he go there inside. Yes. So the United States Attorney's Office, Northern District of Ohio, they have dropped a press release and they are saying that Abu Trica was involved in $8 million scam with elderly victims, elderly people, of more than 80 people. They are saying that Abu Trica and Daniel Yusuf were involved in a scam. Now let's read the press release and dissect what they were trying to say. There's a Ghanaian national extradited to US to face accusation of using romance fraud schemes to take 8 million plus from elderly victims. Let's read. Cleveland, a 31-year-old Ghanaian national was extradited from the Republic of Ghana to face charges that involved defrauding more than 80 elderly victims out of more than $8 million. So they are trying to say that the 8 million where Abu Trica take, someday Mongo, take just 8 million, more than like a little more, but they just rounded it to 8 million. According to the court document, Frederick Kumi, aka Emmanuel Kojoba, Obin, aka Abu of Swedro, Ghana, and co-defendant Daniel Yusuf, aka Denteni, aka Slab, 31 years old, of Accra, Ghana, were part of a criminal network that targeted elderly victims in romance scam across the United States since 2023. So they are saying that Abu Trica and Daniel Yusuf started the fraud, the scamming elderly people since 2023. So they were monitoring and then catch them. So it took 3 years to catch Abu Trica. Hey, Charlie. Kumi was arrested in December 11th, 2025 and extradited to the United States 9th July 2026. Court records allege that from about April 2023 to November 2025, Kumi was part of a criminal network, diverse romance fraud scheme to obtain money from elderly United States citizens. Kumi and Yusuf acted as leaders of the group that used online dating sites and social media to identify and target their victims. So they are saying that Daniel Yusuf and Abu Trica, since April 2023 to November 2025, they've been doing fraud. They have been scamming elderly people, deceiving them, using online dating sites. Oh, I love you. Oh, then to take money from people. That is what they are saying. Now, once again, these are not my words. These are their words. Let's continue. Kumi, which is Abu Trica, and Daniel Yusuf acted as leaders. Like, they were the bosses of the fraud. So, Nkola, the Juma neighbor. So, the kiddies, they bring the job, then they do the thing. Then they take the cut. These are not my words. This is what the United States Attorney is saying. Let's continue. Kumi employed advanced techniques using AI-driven video platform to engage the victims under fictitious female personas. Others involved in the deception leveraged Ghanaian associates to communicate directly with the victims via encrypted apps and by phone to maintain a false identity used to facilitate the fraud. After being misled by the false stories or gold or diamond inheritance, the victim sent money via wire transfer to financial accounts controlled by conspiracy members. Portion of the funds were further provided to the conspiration Ghana and elsewhere. Kumi and other co-conspirators in the Ghanaian immigrant community in the US to launder millions of dollars through fake businesses and bank accounts. So according to the US attorney, they're saying that Abu Trica and Daniel Yusuf, and then get people for abroad, like Ghanaians abroad, who were also receiving money for them. And they were laundering the money too. And they were using businesses to cover it. And they were using fake bank accounts, fake businesses. So the FBI people trace the thing. When they can say, what your man they do, no, he dey lie. He dey lie. These are not my words. Then they talk. Let's continue. Kumi allegedly used his ill-gotten gains to acquire luxury vehicles and other items of value assets seized by the international law enforcement partners, including his mansion in Ghana, Lamborghini, Tesla, Cybertruck, Mercedes, and a BMW. So then say Abu Trica, they use some scheme, like say he gets gold, can't buy gold, he get diamond, can't buy diamond. Then they send her money. Some of them too, sometimes they use romance scam. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Then go sort, go take then go send her money. Then the money to the sender, they don't feel use the money, like the money can't come straight to Ghana, so then they wash the money, which is the money laundering. They wash the money through businesses and fake accounts. And Abu Trica used that money to buy a Lamborghini, a Tesla, a Cybertruck, a Mercedes-Benz, and a BMW. And he built a serious mansion. And the attorney office is also saying that they have seized the mansion. They have seized all these assets. These are not my words. They are there. We are just telling you, they are there. Kumi has been charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud and money laundering conspiracy. Additionally, his ill-gotten gains are subject to forfeiture. Kumi faces up to 20 years imprisonment. That's what I said at the beginning of this video, that Abu Trica, if convicted, he will chop 20 years for prison. But then if you talk the matter, then they go reduce the sentencing and all those things. So they say, maybe so. So if convicted, each defendant's sentence will be determined by the court after a review of factors. So then go review certain things. Maybe you decided to pay some of the money back. Maybe you decided to choke. Abu Trica himself said that the account is not for him. He went to Captain Sparks' interview to say that the account is not for him. He now said that somebody's account. Then the FBI people say, if you not go mention the name, he now said, Abu Trica said, if you not mention the name of who owns the account, that will put all the 8 million problem on him. So they are saying that if Abu Trica is able to pay some of the money, the 8 million will lose. He sell the Cybertruck, he sell a machine, all those things. Maybe restitution. So you go bring some of the money. If you bring some of the money, then go what? Cut in sentence. Maybe the 20 years, you no go chop 20 years. If you bring some of the money, the 20 years, you no go chop. Maybe you go fit chop like some 5-10 years, depending on how much he go pay back, or depending on the information he will give to the FBI. If Abu Trica decides, say, he go choke people, go mention names of the people who are also doing fraud in Ghana, then go reduce in sentencing. They go give them plea deal, a good deal. Tell them, say, oh, Charlie, choke the people at the top, and we'll give you 3 years, we'll give you 2 years, or we'll make you even go scot-free if you tell us who the account belongs to. Because from what they are saying that it's a network, it's a group of people. And the FBI, their job is, they are looking for the person at the top. They're not looking for the middleman. The people under, what do they gain from them? They just came for something small. But the people who are taking the big money, the large amount, those are the ones they're looking for. They're looking for the roots. So then go try to convince Abu Trica. If Abu Trica talk, then they go give him some cool deal. Then he will go scot-free. That what Showboy to the talk. These are not also my words. Showboy, I can bring evidence to what Showboy has to all these things are the talk. Showboy talk. Let's continue. If convicted, each defendant's sentence will be determined by the court after review of factors unique to the case, including each defendant's prior criminal record, if any, his roles in the offense. Maybe you were just a middleman. Maybe you were just receiving the money. I've said all those things. And the characteristics, if any, his role in the offense and the characteristics of the violation. In all cases, the sentences will not exceed the statutory maximum. And in most cases, it will be less than the maximum. Yes, so 20 years, it can be less. It can be less. An indictment is only a charge, and there's no evidence of guilt. Each defendant is entitled to a fair trial in which it is in the government's burden to prove guilty beyond reasonable doubt. The investigation preceded in the indictment was conducted by the FBI Cleveland Division and is being prosecuted by Assistant U.S. Attorneys Brian M. McDonough and Elliot Morrison in the Northern District of Ohio. And then, they mentioned the people who helped, this case be a success. Yoko, NACOC, Ghana Police Service, cyber security, all those people. They mention everybody's name, everybody who was this thing go on successfully. So just like I've stated earlier, they'll go to trial. If Abu Trica says that he has not done anything, and then they try to give him case. So this is just an indictment, and an indictment is a charge. Until proven guilty, until proven say, you did it, you are guilty. You are not guilty. So an indictment, they are charging you with this. But if it goes through and they find out with all evidence and things they brought, finds out proves that Charlie, we are there now. Asamato, mind you, your man go do interview with Captain Smart, tell him say he no be in the own account. So you cannot deny the fact that you were involved in this in the first place. So whichever it is, Like I promised you guys, kinkring to kankring. The story will bring you updates as usual. My name is Kwabena. This is the Kwabena Network. Subscribe, share, turn on post notifications so that when we post a video, you get a notification. I love you guys. I'm out.